Hi guys! I thought I'd just do a real quick garden update. My garden's starting to look like a jungle. I love it. So, anyways, these are my spicy peppers here. And they are just totally exploding. Look at this. There is just so many peppers on these plants, and there's more blossoms. So, and they're almost all like that. Like, see, this one here has got a whole bunch of peppers down in there, and this one here has just got clusters of peppers, and look at all those peppers hanging there. They're just, every plant is just completely covered in peppers, so I'm very excited about this. There's my Hungarian wax peppers. I picked a couple of those the other day and dehydrated them and burnt my mouth when I accidentally stuck my finger in my mouth. So look at these big old peppers. Look at these big honking things. I don't remember what these big peppers are called. Maybe if you guys know, you can let me know. And then look, I got some Scotch bonnets down here, and they're just getting ready to turn color, so I hope they turn color before they like start to go bad. That one might be, I can't tell. So those are my spicy peppers, and then over here I have my sweet peppers. And look, I've already harvested a couple of bell peppers, but I have a few bell peppers hanging around, getting ready to get big and yummy and tasty. I still don't know what this plant is. I think it's probably just a weed or a flower, but I like the flowers, they're pretty, so I'm gonna leave it. So here's my cucumbers, and these have been going just completely wild. I have so many cucumbers this year that I just almost can't even keep up with it, but that's a good thing. So I've been canning lots of pickles. If you guys know of other things to do with cucumbers, please let me know, because I have no idea. Here's my tomatoes. Look at those cherries. I already picked a couple and they were even bigger, but aren't those gigantic cherry tomatoes? And look, this plant is just completely loaded with them. And this plant is at least 8 feet tall, if not taller. So, and then I've got some more tomatoes over here that are getting ripe. I did not hang this, I did not tie this up very well this year. So it kind of like flopped over into my marigolds, but whatever, I'm just gonna let it go. And then over here, these plants are just like covered in tomatoes, and they're all starting to turn, and I'm super excited. So, and here's my zucchini. We also have zucchini and squash coming out of our ears. It is just insane. I'm super happy, but I'm also not 100% sure what to do with it all. We've started dehydrating some of it, and we're gonna take a whole bunch of it camping. Oh look, I forgot my basket outside last night. Well, that's not good. But anyway, we're gonna take a whole bunch of them camping with us this next week, and so I'm sure we'll eat a bunch of them then. And these are my melons. There are some baby melons in here. Little baby melons. And then I got a big melon, bigger melon. Big for me melon. Look at there, a big for me melon. I haven't grown melons before, so this is kind of fun. I've tried a couple times and just didn't go anywhere. So, and then our corn is getting tall, and it's getting ears, and I'm hoping that it's all getting nice and pollinated. And then our beans stopped producing, and now they're getting more flowers on them right here. So I don't know if it was because it was so hot and so dry that they just like took a time out or what, but now they're all back. They're pretty, they're fluffy, they're green, fluffy, fluffy beans. Anyway, these down here, these are our black beans, so they are kind of supposed to be looking like this. They're supposed to be dying and drying up and turning those yummy, delicious black beans into black beans. So here you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see through this that there are beans in there and they're getting nice and dry. So that's what we want. So look at my sunflowers. That one is about ready to open up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. It's gonna open any day. I'm so excited. I can see the little yellow in there. I really want some sunflower seeds. I want to try and see what I can do with them. So look at these beautiful pumpkin flowers. Beautiful pumpkin flowers. This pumpkin plant just completely took over. Look at this. I'm going to come out here for some context. There is the end of the pumpkin plant right there. And it goes all the way. All the way. And it started right there. This vine has just decided it's going to be like super long. So, and it's getting a little pumpkin on it, right there. Little pumpkin. So, then we got some bigger pumpkins. Oh, good morning, chickens. Let's see if I can get through this mess here. Good morning, chickens. Good morning. I'm going to be making them an automatic feeder this weekend, so that when we go camping, my friend that's going to come and check on them doesn't have to do a lot of work. She just has to come make sure it's got stuff in it and that they're not, you know, that they're doing all right. And so I'm really excited about making the automatic feeder too. So then we got this pumpkin. Look at that pumpkin. Ooh, I'm so happy with the pumpkin. This is beans round 2. So because the other beans weren't doing well, I said, okay, I'm going to plant some more beans. And I did. And they are doing really well. They're going to start flowering and blooming soon here. And this, ooh, look at that little thing. That's going to be a Brussels sprout. But I think I need to come and put something on them because something is already eating them. I know what the something is. It's those white moth butterfly looking things. There's some more tomatoes. I bought my kids some butterfly nets in hopes that they would think it was great fun, and told them they could only catch the white butterfly moth looking things. And they have had fun out here trying to catch them, but they're not very good at it. So I don't think they have gotten any of the white, see if I can get through here, butterfly moth looking things that eat my Brussels sprouts. So, but here is some more tomatoes. And then, if you hold on just a second, I will take you up and show you my deck. Alright, so these are looking kind of sad this morning. I'll just be honest. Look at that. Look at that droopy plant. They're all kinds of drooping. Even my tomatoes over there are all droopy. It's because they need me to water them. This one's not droopy because it's, I don't know, it's still, somehow it still has water in it. But if you take a look here, you will see these plants are also just loaded in peppers. I'm not sure how I'm going to use all these peppers, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Look at there. Look at all those little peppers. And then this one, look at this. Look at that pepper. What is this? Oh, that's an Anaheim chili. So I'm excited about that. This one, something got it. Something got that one. I have to pull that one off of there because it doesn't look very good. But look at this. These are just completely loaded. These are my cayennes, completely loaded with peppers. These are my serranos. I think this is a Tabasco here, and it's starting to get some peppers on it. We have some bell peppers. All these plants have a couple of bell peppers on them. So all these pepper plants have, this is a mini bell, so I don't know how big they're going to get, but probably not very. But all these plants have blossoms and fruit on them, even though they really need watered and they look really sad. Don't worry, that's on my list of things to do. This is a paprika pepper plant. I have no idea what kind of paprika that's going to be, if it's spicy or sweet. I don't know, but we're going to find out. I am disappointed in my tomato plants. Oh, here we go. Here, look at this. This is an eggplant. Look at that. Eggplants in a pot. But look at this. These tomato plants that are in the buckets, they are all getting blossom end rot. Every one that starts to ripen has gotten blossom end rot on me. So I did, oh, see, here's one on the vine, and look at this. Blossom end rot. So I do think that maybe there was a nutrient missing that the tomato plants need when they're in the buckets, but I don't know what nutrient is missing because I've tried adding just regular tomato fertilizer. I tried adding calcium. I've tried adding a couple of different things, and it just doesn't seem to stop them from getting blossom end rot. It starts as soon as they start to ripen. These tomatoes pretty much look delicious until they start to ripen, and then they get the blossom end rot. So next year I will be doing lots and lots of peppers in containers because they work out really well. But I am not sold on the idea of tomatoes in containers. It just doesn't seem to be working out for me. And so maybe if you guys have some tips or tricks. Oh, look at my fruit trees. They're happy trees. So, but maybe if you guys have some tips or tricks for me for the tomato plants in containers to keep them from getting that blossom end rot. I don't know, maybe I would try a couple next year, but the pepper plants, even though they are looking really sad because I need to water them, the pepper plants are doing just fantastic. They're doing great. They are possibly even out-producing the ones in the garden. These bell peppers, I can almost for certain say that they are out-producing the ones in the garden. The ones in the bell pepper plants in the garden are just starting to, I mean, the peppers in the garden are bigger, but the peppers here have more peppers on them and more flowers on them, and they are bigger. So I imagine that when these are, and some of them are minis, so they're not going to get real big, but I imagine that once these start to grow, these peppers start to grow, they are going to outproduce the ones in the garden. So that actually really makes me happy. So next year, lots and lots of pepper plants will be planted in containers, not so many tomato plants. So, and my beans are definitely doable in a container, but I'm going to do an update on these beans and what I think about growing beans in containers in another video. So, oh, and these are all those plants that I bought from Meyer that looked like they were all dead. Look at these dead plants. Well, that one did die. That's a weed, but look at all these dead plants. That one didn't come up. But my mom said because they're grapes, to just leave them. Maybe next year they will come back because grapes are pretty hardy and their roots might not be dead. They might just be like asleep. So I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. But look at this. Those are those dead plants that Ben said I wasted my money on, and now he has to eat crow because I'm a mean mom. So I wrote in his face that I was right and he was wrong. Oh, and this here, this is going to be my fall garden. We've got some broccoli, some more Brussels sprouts, some cabbage. I don't know if you can do cabbage in the fall, but I'm going to try. Lettuce. I don't remember what this is, and I didn't stick a stick in it because I couldn't find my sticks. So this is a surprise plant right here. It is in the brassica family, though. I can tell you that. Oh, this is probably cauliflower. That's probably what this is. So anyway, there's just a, little update on my garden, and now I have to get back to watering my plants so that I can go see Sean today, and he's gonna change my oil, and we're gonna go buy a door for his house, so that should be fun. I really enjoy working with him, and as long as he doesn't make me crawl under there and change my own oil today, which he is known to do, everything will be good. So thanks for visiting the homestead, guys.